Welcome back to the Daily Crypto Roundup, where we break down the markets, the stories, and the signals that actually matter in crypto right now. And today, the mood is mixed. Bitcoin is holding steady above 113,000. Ethereum is inching forward but struggling to capture momentum. Solana is running hot on ETF whispers. And a new GameFi presale project called Rollblock is suddenly stealing headlines with claims of 50 times upside. But it's not just coins driving attention today. Mining stocks are collapsing, corporate treasuries tied to crypto are exploding higher, and market sentiment overall is jittery, with analysts warning that the fear we're seeing now won't last long. So buckle in, because we're going to walk through all of it. From Bitcoin's macro resilience to Solana's surge, Rollblock's hype, and what it means when companies are either soaring or crashing based on their crypto exposure. Before we get into those stories, let's start with a quick look at today's numbers. Bitcoin is trading around $113,000, up about 1% on the day as softer inflation data boosted confidence in rate cuts. Ethereum is steady at $4,312, holding the line but still lacking a clear breakout narrative. XRP is holding right near $3, giving bulls a chance to build momentum at that psychological level. Solana is ripping higher, up over 3% today at $224, its strongest showing in 7 months on ETF speculation. Dogecoin is hovering near 24 cents, showing modest gains, while WorldCoin remains elevated after last week's explosive pump. The total crypto market cap is just under $4 trillion, slightly below recent highs, but stable considering the fear and broader sentiment. That's your quick snapshot. Now let's dig into what's actually driving the market. Bitcoin first. The world's largest crypto has retaken momentum, holding above that 113,000 level, thanks to softer producer inflation data. Analysts note that this eased fears of stagflation and gave traders confidence that the Federal Reserve still has room to cut rates. For Bitcoin, macro always matters. When recession fears fade, when inflation cools, and when rate cuts are back on the table, Bitcoin gets its legs. That's why even a 1% move today is meaningful. It's less about the raw number and more about the signal that Bitcoin can hold its ground against macro headwinds. Some chart watchers see resistance near 115,000 and support near 110, which means whichever line breaks first will set the tone for the weeks ahead. Ethereum, meanwhile, is stuck in neutral. At just over $4,300, it's tracking Bitcoin, but without its own narrative to spark fresh flows. DeFi activity remains muted, network revenue is under pressure, and the altcoin rotation we used to see out of Ethereum into other majors isn't catching the same fire. For long-term believers, this is still infrastructure worth holding, but right now Ethereum feels less like a leader and more like a passenger in Bitcoin's car. Solana is the complete opposite story. It's not just along for the ride, it's running in front of the pack. Up 3% today and more than 20% this month, Solana is now back at levels it hasn't seen in 7 months. The fuel? ETF speculation. After Bitcoin ETFs transformed the market and Ethereum ETFs followed, traders are whispering that Solana could be next. And that whisper is enough to send Sol soaring. Combine that with a strong developer community, a loyal user base, and clear momentum, and suddenly Solana looks like the strongest major outside of Bitcoin itself. If an actual ETF filing drops, this run could go from impressive to explosive. XRP and Dogecoin, normally mainstays in any daily roundup, are quieter today. XRP is steady at that $3 level, a good sign for bulls but not much of a headline grabber compared to the past few days. Dogecoin is flat, sitting around 24 cents. And that quietness might be part of the reason investor attention has shifted to a new name, Rollblock. Rollblock is the GameFi presale project that has suddenly become the talk of the town. Built on Ethereum, it's already up more than 580% from its launch price and has attracted over 50,000 early investors. Reports suggest its token price is now around 6 cents and climbing, with analysts throwing out numbers like 50 times upside once it lists on major exchanges. The project claims to host over 12,000 games on its platform, has staking with annual yields up to 30%, and features a deflationary token model that's meant to keep supply tight. Whether it lives up to the hype is another question entirely, but the buzz right now is undeniable. Rollblock is topping trending charts and pulling attention away from older meme coins like Dogecoin and even established plays like XRP. We've seen this story before. Sometimes it ends in fire. Sometimes it births the next Solana. Either way, it's what people are talking about today. Now let's zoom out and look at sentiment. On-chain data shows growing fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Traders are unusually jittery despite Bitcoin's resilience. Sentiment highlighted this spike in FUD, saying that while the pullback in confidence might be temporary, it's worth watching. Fearful traders often cap rallies even when fundamentals support them. And right now, that fear is keeping many on the sidelines. The analysts we're hearing from say it won't last long. But for now, it's painting the market tone. Meanwhile, the equity side of the crypto world is giving us one of those classic tale of two markets moments. Mining stocks are collapsing, while corporate treasuries tied to crypto are soaring. Companies like Strategy, Metaplanet, and Alt5 Sigma are down as much as 70% from their peaks, as the leverage and retail interest that once drove them higher is now evaporating. The bubble has popped for many of these miners, and they're paying the price. However, 8Co, which has surged more than 3,000% on the back of its WorldCoin stake. In other words, investors aren't done betting on crypto through equities. They're just shifting their bets. The winners are the companies making bold, smart plays, not the ones riding retail hype. So how does this all fit together? Bitcoin is breathing easy thanks to macro relief, but it's not in breakout mode yet. Ethereum is stable but uninspired. Solana is the hot hand, leading majors on ETF speculation. XRP and Dogecoin are taking a back seat while Rollblock hogs the spotlight with its hype-fueled presale. Sentiment is fearful, miners are bleeding, but corporate treasuries are booming. That's the market in a nutshell. Resilience at the top, rotation in the middle, chaos at the edges. Looking ahead, the watch points are clear. First, Bitcoin's battle with 113,000 to 115,000 is key. Break it, and momentum could snowball. Lose it, and we're back to the 110,000 zone. Second, Solana's ETF speculation could be a real catalyst if filings start showing up. That's the kind of news that would light a fire under the market. Third, Rollblock's performance will tell us whether GameFi is ready for another breakout run, or if this is just another presale pump. And finally, keep an eye on how institutions handle crypto treasuries. The more companies that announce bold treasury strategies, the stronger the case becomes for crypto as part of mainstream balance sheets. That's it for today's Daily Crypto Roundup. If you've made it this far, make sure to hit like, drop a follow, and share your thoughts. Are you betting on Bitcoin's breakout? Do you think Solana's ETF rumor will come true? Are you chasing Rollblock or waiting for the hype to settle? Let me know in the comments, because the conversation is only just getting started. Stay sharp, stay focused, and as always, we will see you at the top.